Hello everyone, welcome back once again to another video poker Q&A. In today's video, we're going to discuss calculating the expected loss in video poker and how that translates to possible offers for comps and free play by the casino. This topic here was inspired by a viewer question in one of my older videos. If you have a question you'd like to have me answer in a future video, please post it in the comment section of either this video or any of my other video poker videos. But here is the question that this topic was inspired by. I'm not going to answer it exactly, but I will read the question in case you can't read it from here, but I'll go ahead and read the portion that is important. So if you had to pick a casino with a good pay table that doesn't let you use free play on video poker, or a casino with a decent pay table that doesn't let you use free play on video poker, which would you use? So this inspired me to do a video on comps and free play with regards to video poker and calculating the expected loss and what you could expect in future rewards from the casino. This past Tuesday, we did have a live Q&A with Dave as a guest, Dave from the YouTube channel Gamble Smart. If you haven't watched that yet, I'll put a link on the card up top. And for the person who asked me this question in the previous week, I would recommend you go ahead and check out that video because we do discuss it near the beginning of the stream. Let's go ahead and get started here and look at the thought experiment. So I went ahead and calculated the expected loss for two versions of Jacks or Better, the full pay table, 9-6, and the worst version of Jacks or Better that you'll typically find, which is 6-5. So first we have to figure out a coin-in amount. So I just chose an arbitrary number, say $10,000 of coin-in, which if you've taken a weekend trip to Vegas, this can be a typical amount that you may have in coin-in on video poker or slots over the course of a trip. That's just a typical example here. Of course, the amounts may vary, of course. So 9-6 Jacks or Better has 99.54% payback, which equates to a 0.46% house edge. If you multiply 10,000 by the decimal of 0.46%, so 0.0046, you get an expected loss of $46. Now, variance, volatility, that's going to affect your actual results, but this is the expected loss assuming you take volatility out of the equation. So $46, that's not that bad. You know, 9-6 Jacks or Better is almost an even game, 99.5% payback. So the expected loss is usually going to be quite low over the long term. But now let's compare it with 6-5 Jacks or Better. Same $10,000 coin in. It has a 95% payback percentage, so 5% house edge. If we take 10,000 multiplied by 0.05, you get a much higher expected loss of $500. So why are we calculating this? Well, if we move over to the next slide, here's a question to ask yourself. How much do you receive in comps from your casino? And that could be anything from free room, food, free play offers in the mail, promotions, points, including point multipliers, etc. So anything that you can put a dollar value on. So ask yourself, how much do you receive in a typical month or week or for a given trip? And so this is the hypothesis I thought of before delving into this. I would think that the casino would offer an amount that is less than your expected loss as part of the incentive to have you visit the casino again. Because if you think about it, if you're spending more money on games where the house has a larger edge, they will incentivize you to come back and play more, and they have more. And they'll give you more money because they can afford to when the expected loss is much higher. Expected loss theoretically in the long term. At least that's how I would think. That's why if you were playing a game with a 5% house edge, like 6-5 Jacks or Better, with a higher expected loss, the casino would give you more. that's my thinking here. However, I have an interesting story here to show you. If we move to the next slide, this is a picture of the straight flush that I hit at Grayton Casino back on Labor Day weekend. It is 7-5 bonus poker, $1 denomination. Payback percentage is 98.015%. Assuming $10,000 of coin in, your expected loss on this type of game would be $198.50, so just under $200. Now, I know for a fact that I did not put $10,000 coin in that trip. It was a short 4-hour visit for a single day that weekend. Maybe I've gotten $1,000 coin in, because I did play this machine a long time, especially after hitting the straight flush. As you can see on the photo, I had $270 remaining, and I gave myself a stop loss of $250, in which I would cash out. But I continued playing for quite a while, going back and forth between $250 and $310 before finally cashing out. So it was a good game to me. So I would estimate during that trip I probably put $1,000 coin in across all my games, not just this one. And so assuming $1,000 of coin in on 7-5 bonus poker, that would be an expected loss of only $19.85. Now, interestingly enough, I have been getting offers to come back to the casino, and I've gotten it 3 times in a row. I have not been back since, mainly because of time and distance, but $25 in free play over 12 periods within a 4-week period is $300 total. So even if I were to play a single one of those $25 free plays, that would make up for the expected loss of $19.85. So in this, it seems like the casino is offering more than the expected loss to try to get me to come back. And so that begs the question, is there something I'm missing here? Or is there a good reason why a casino would offer more money than what the theoretical loss of that game is? Now, granted, I did play other machines that may have affected the offer of free play, but I know for a fact that the amount of coin in on those games was much lower than the amount of video poker I played that day. So that's an interesting question. I want to, excuse me, but I want to hear what your guys' stories are with regards to the free play that you're offered and the types of games that you play, especially if you play a lot of video poker. Because I know in some casinos they might not give you as much, especially if they have the good video poker games. An example would be one of the casinos in Carson City where I have a player's card for. They do have a lot of good video poker, but they don't have a hotel. But this casino does not have a hotel, so there's no rooms or anything like that. And the only value you get is pretty much from the points. And I know for a fact they do have 9-6 jacks or better. I did do the calculation earlier, $46 expected loss at 10,000 coin in. But the amount of points you receive will retrieve about $27 or $28 back worth of points for that 10K coin in. Now, if you'd happen to play during a 3 times multiplier promotion, which they have on Sundays, then you could bring that total above and make up for the expected loss, and you would get an over 100% overall payback return, assuming that machine is not excluded. I don't think it was, because I remember in a previous Tahoe trip, I did visit this casino in Carson City, and I remember playing during the promotional period, and I remember getting points really fast. So interestingly enough, it seems that there could be examples where you could get more promotional rewards than you would expect. And of course, it depends casino by casino, but I'm interested to see what you guys have to say, and if I'm missing something, I'd like to hear from you. Start a conversation in the comment section below. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and end this off right here. This one was an interesting topic to discuss. I'd like to see what you guys have to say. But if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more of it, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed it, hit the like button, share this with others, and hit the bell icon to be notified once I release a new video. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great weekend, everyone, and go make it happen.